So much of today at Normandy is what was unsaid, couldn't be said. Sometimes the strongest thing in the world is silence. There's the emotion, there's the feelings. We look at President Biden as he walked through the gravestones at the American cemetery that is sovereign U.S. soil in France. In important moments, the body language often reveals what words do not. So here's President Biden earlier talking about the importance during his address to the Normandy heroes of alliances.
What the Allies did together 80 years ago far surpassed anything we could have done on our own. It was a powerful illustration of how alliances, real alliances, make us stronger. A lesson that I pray we Americans never forget.
Body language expert and author of Snap, Making the Most of First Impressions, Body Language and Charisma, Patti Wood joins us now. There it was, right? The little wipe of the nose?
Right. And that was a blip from his baseline. So it was a really great tell, and specifically anchored to what he said. He's talking about prayer and alliances. And it's when you're very stressed, the nerve endings in the tip of your nose, around the edges of your ears, of the upper lip, are rich in nerve endings, and they fire and they begin to itch. And so he was self-comforting right there as he felt the need to emphasize the importance of alliances and his need to pray about it. And it was a tell that he doesn't know if that's enough, that he's concerned. And specifically, it was interesting to me because I've watched him speak.
How do we know he was concerned about whether that's enough versus concerned that the expectations for this speech were so high? In the words of Dwight Eisenhower, the eyes of the world are upon him.
It was the only time he did it during the entire speech. And also, my baseline of him in other speeches, he's done that twice when he was talking about the allies in terms of what's going on in Israel. So it lets me know that the particular issue of allies and the strength of the allies is of concern to him, because it's the only time he's done it, and he's done it more than once. That's
fair enough. This is why you are the expert. Next question for you. Not the president, but the president's son, Hunter Biden, and his wife have been showing up to court every day. Hunter Biden is there for his felony gun charges. Obviously, there's no cameras in the courtroom, but we do get to see him walk in and out with his wife. We'll play that.
Busy, maybe small, but it's busy. There you go. I can stop. I can do business with you. Kind of looks like a
thoughts?
I've been analyzing them a lot for the media, and specifically her body language. I find it really fascinating. She's choosing today and in other days a very light color palette. She has free-flowing hair, or hair up in ponytail, very casual, the big casual sunglasses, all indications that she wants to come across as cool, calm, and collected. I liken it to that sort of Melania cool girl look. I'm above this. It's not bothering me.
Whenever I think about Melania and the cool girl look, I always think about the jacket that said, you know, I don't really care, do you?
Yes.
I don't know why I can't get that out of my mind, but you know, I guess if you're going to your husband's felony gun trial, you can't wear that jacket.
No, but you can be cool girl, and you can show affection, and they've shown affection. They've held hands. At that time, she has his arm around him.
Does it look genuine to you or forced?
If you look at a sequence of photographs and a sequence of videos, which I've done, so I've got lots of baseline, he's much more emotional. He's much more concerned, but he looks at her, and there are times where she smiles and comforts him in these little walks into the courtroom, and that speaks well of them as a couple. I like that. I like to see when one person helps the other non-verbally.
Yeah. Look, and you have to make the comparison. We just have to, that for the weeks that Donald Trump went to court every day in New York, Melania was nowhere to be found. So there's something to be said there.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.